and welcome to History with Ray. Today we're diving into Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day, the largest air, land and sea invasion of the Second World War. Get ready as we uncover the incredible story behind this historic moment. Planning for Overlord began at the start of the war, after the disaster at Dunkirk. However, it wasn't until 1943 that General Dwight Eisenhower became Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force. Overlord wasn't just a British assault in occupied Europe, this was an Allied response to stopping Hitler and securing victory. 12 Allied nations were involved in the invasion and the battle for Normandy. The nations came together and carried out two components of the invasion: Operation Neptune, which was the naval assault, and Operation Overlord, the overarching campaign to secure the objective. The plan was for the Allies to land on 5 beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno and Sword. Utah and Omaha were the American landing sites, Gold and Sword were the British landing sites, and Juno was the Canadian landing sites, and they were to link up with the British at Gold. Prior to the landings, preparations were made in several ways to ensure Allied victory. RAF Bomber Command carried out several strategic bombing raids to weaken the German forces in Normandy. Their targets were railways, industrial areas and Luftwaffe airfields. They also targeted the defences at the landing sites. Aircraft that supported these bombing raids were the famous Wooden Wonder, the de Havilland Mosquito, the Lancaster bombers with the famous 617 Squadron, and Halifaxes. Bomber Command was also involved in deception runs over occupied Europe to simulate fake landings to trick the Germans into thinking the invasion was not happening on the beaches of Normandy. As this was happening, Allied troops involved in the amphibious landing phase of the invasion were carrying out practice runs to ensure that the plans were executed to the highest of standards to ensure success. Allied troops carried out several training exercises along the south coast of England, Devon and Dorset. These were known as Exercise Fabius, Exercise Tiger and Exercise Smash. Exercise Tiger had devastating results due to the ongoing campaign, the Battle of the Atlantic, and the German U-boats attacking practice convoys. Sadly, over 700 American servicemen lost their lives. Once the Allies had completed their practice exercises and showed that they were fully prepared and equipped, they were now ready to launch the largest military campaign in the Second World War, Operation Overlord. That wraps up today's look at some of the planning stages to Operation Overlord. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this.